Hey everybody, it's Jeff from Angeles City. I'm over here at the construction site on a partly cloudy Friday afternoon about 2:30. The little snack truck just showed up here, so the workers are on their merienda. So I'll take you through and, well, before I walk through and show you what's going on today, we'll take a look at the last couple days, and then we'll take a walk through today and see what's going on. So stay tuned. Over here in the master bedroom, and it has been a rainy day all day today, which was sort of good because it's pretty cool right now. It's about 83, 84 degrees, nice breeze blowing, which is good. So I just talked to the electrician. He's ready to put the lights in, but the builder wants to first paint this all. So the electrician will he's gonna cut the little squares out for the lights, and then when it's painted, then he will put the lights in there, and then when this is all finished, he'll put the T5s, which is that, looks like a fluorescent bulb, but I guess it's an LED, and they go in there. They'll go in the cove portion that you won't be able to actually see it. Just when it's on, it'll be an accent light. So the plan is to have the master bedroom done by Monday, this coming Monday. I don't know if we're gonna get the grout done. I did purchase the grout, so we're gonna grout it. I don't know if they'll have enough time to grout it, but they're just about done in here. And I think the ceiling is primed. I don't know if the wall's primed yet or not. I think it's just about ready for paint. And the cabinet guys have the cabinets done for up on the second floor, but obviously we're not ready for the installation of the cabinets. And the cabinet guys are also going to install the basin, the countertops, and the cabinets for the sinks in here, and all of the bathrooms. I talked to my builder this morning. We did a little walk around and talked about, again, the access to the attic. So there's gonna be a hallway linen closet here, so that will not be, the attic will not be accessible from the hallway. So as I mentioned before, we're gonna put it in here in the spare bedroom walk-in closet. Probably like right here, in case we have to get into the attic. We're out here putting the like concrete board. What it is, I think the brand name is Hardy Flex, but it's a board made out of I think fiber and concrete, and it's used primarily for outdoors. I don't know that it's waterproof, but it's pretty water resistant when you have it painted. So that's what we're using out here in the outdoor living area. So they're probably gonna just stop down there to allow the electrician to get the wires ran out here as we are waiting on the tiles. And hey, there's the tiles finally. So of course they wait till the end of the day. I guess so they could probably just finish up and be done for the day. So our shipment of tiles showed up today, which is great. Now that you guys can finish up with the tiling. So hopefully this is it for the tiles, with maybe 10 or 15 more if we're short. I'd like to have a couple extra, but we just got 2 guys to unload the truck, and that stuff is extremely heavy, so it'll take them about an hour to unload it all. So we got all of our tile now, so we should be good. We should be good for the rest of the project. That darker, let me see. Yeah. So this tile here, this darker stuff, that's going to be used for the cladding on the front of the house out here. Yeah, so that tile will be put on the columns here in the front. And I don't know, we're a little undecided now about this, what we're gonna do here. And then that same kind of tile, but the 60 by 120s, which is the big piece, that's when we put a piece of concrete out, step down, piece of concrete, step down, we'll tile that with that same color tile, but the big ones, the 60 by 120s. And then outside here, you can see they started with the, I don't know what they actually call this, but they chipped it out. And then they will, I don't know what they're gonna, was talking to the acting foreman, and they're gonna put something in there, like a concrete or something to keep it from coming out of there. I'm gonna put something in there to keep it from crumbling out. And then they'll paint it. And I gotta look at the renderings. I forget what color it is. It's a combination of whites and browns out here. And then this dark charcoal color on the columns, and then the walkway. Here in the garage, so they started to pick up the tiling in here again. So they have assured me that they repaired this leak of the downspout. Put a little drain hole in the side of the freaking wall there, which will eventually have to be patched up, but they did that to get the water out of here. Hopefully there won't be any more issues with that. I'm upstairs in the master bedroom walk-in closet, and I just talked to one of the painters, and they put one coat of primer on the ceiling and one coat on the wall, so they have to do yet one more coat of primer, and then according to him they'll put 2 coats of paint on the wall as well. So he's over here working in my daughter's closet. Not a lot of people on site today. I'm asking questions where everybody's at, and it's too cold and it's raining. So I guess when it's 83 degrees out and it's raining, some people don't like to work, I guess. I don't know. But we'll get that rectified for sure. We continue to work on the tile in the garage. And then the electrician has installed smaller lights. Now he has the 2 bigger ones. One's gonna go there, one's gonna go there. And then out front, they are chipping up the column. So when they put the tile on there, the concrete, the adhesive, it gives it something to stick onto. If they don't do that, they just try to put it on over top of this, or even over top of the concrete, it's probably just got a smooth concrete. It's probably just gonna fall off. It's a very tedious work. And they finished the tiling in the office. And they are they're working on the tiling in the wall of the maid's bathroom. And once the electricians are done, they'll finish tiling this with this type of tile. But I think he's just about done with the maid's bathroom. I've just got a little bit left here, so this area above the door, and then this little bit here, and that'll be done. That'll be it for the tiling there. We're here in the master bedroom, and he's just finishing up in here. I just talked to one of the painters, and he's fairly certain they're going to be done in here by COB on Monday, which will be good because the furniture is going to be delivered on Tuesday. And the plan is to put everything for upstairs up here, to include the blinds that we got, and store it in the bedroom. And this room is ready for paint as well. I understand, I thought he said they had 2 coats of primer on the wall, or maybe 1 coat. They had to put another coat of primer and then 2 coats of paint. And then they still have to finish the ceiling, this hardy board in the bathroom. And over in my daughter's room, I was working on her walk-in closet the other day. He is skim coating the walls now. So I thought he said they're gonna do 1 coat of skim coat, they'll sand it, then another coat, sand it, and then 2 coats of primer, and then paint it twice. It's a very, very tedious process. And I think the electrician has all of the wiring ran up here on the 2nd floor. You're gonna have to cut these, well, what he should be doing is cutting these out. And then when they paint, when they're done painting, then he can put the lights in there. And nothing more was done in the spare bedroom. And they're still running some of the wires up and through the attic. I think they have all of the wiring ran here. He just finished in the garage. We'll take a look at that. They're continuing to tile in the garage. And this is the conduit for the main power that'll go out and connect to the city power supply there. And when that's all done, then they'll remove the temporary system and make this the commercial system. The tiling, so they had this little piece here yet to do, and they finished in the maid's bathroom. Cleaned this all up, so the maid's bathroom is all done. And they started to put the baseboards down in the office. So the plan with the furniture when it comes is the kitchen table and the chairs and the island stools and the outdoor furniture. We may either put it here or we may put it over here in the corner. It's already wrapped in plastic and we get a tarp and put it over. Just don't have many options for that. And then they stopped out here with the ceiling, the Hardy Flex I mentioned the other day, because the electricians still have to run the wire, and they've been putting the switches in and marking the switches off. So Added some additional box here. He's going to put 2 more because our ceiling fans are going to have the switches for the 2 ceiling fans here. So one ceiling fan will be like right around here, and the other one will be over here because we're going to have another little like outdoor sofa thing. So we'll have a ceiling fan over there. And they started to put the cladding on the columns out here. And before they started, the electrician ran the wires for the 2 lights that are going to be on the column. So we're putting the tile all the way around the columns, and then we're going to put it up here on the beam because we got enough of it. And initially we were going to use the outdoor tile for here, but we're going to, because due to some language barriers and my inefficiency in the metric system, we got a little bit too much tile, too many of these. So we will probably tile the front porch in this tile. And I talked to my builder yesterday on how we're going to do this, because obviously we could have cut the tile and make it fit, but it was just going to wasn't a good efficient process. So he talked about getting a piece of molding, a concrete, to put here on the corner. I don't know how that's going to look, and if it doesn't look too good, we may have to readdress that. But he told me that it would look good. And then I asked him about this area that was chipped out. What is used to fill in the cracks? And he said just pure concrete with no, I thought he said no sand in it, and they'll put it in there and smooth it all out, and this will be painted. And then it gives the look like, I don't know what that's called, but sort of like there's blocks in there, which isn't really blocks. Oh, and then I forgot to mention when I was in the garage, so that the electrician finished putting the lights in. You can see the lights up there, and then the two big lights. Well, as you've seen, all of the tiling on the floors within the house is all done. So they're working on the tiling in the garage, and then the baseboards, and then on the front porch, the cladding on the columns and the front porch floor. And then we just have to do the concrete slab outside of the kitchen and outside of the laundry room for that slab, and then tile that as well. So things are moving along, not quite as fast as I would like, but a little bit faster than the last couple days. So we got the cement now, we got the sand, got the concrete hollow blocks, the tile. So no shortage of materials, so no excuse for that. Just the other day, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, it was raining, and got a kick. It was asking where people were, and it was, well, it's cold and it's raining. So I just talked to the one young man that wasn't here yesterday. I asked him where he was, and he says, "Oh, sir, I didn't have an umbrella." So he didn't have an umbrella, so he didn't come to work. You gotta love it. But that's what you're in store for. You come here to build a house. People can't come to work because they don't have an umbrella or it's too cold. But anyhow, moving along here, the furniture is supposed to be delivered, most of it, on Tuesday. So the plan is to have the bedroom, the master bedroom, done, and put a big chunk of the furniture in there, and then we just have to play by ear for the remainder of the furniture and where we're going to put it. I gotta apologize for the last video, for the sound. One of the viewers told me that the intro music was much louder than the rest of the video, and when I went through there and actually watched the real thing, it was. So I apologize for that. I'm not a real YouTuber, I guess. I do all my videos on my phone and then my tablet I do the editing on my tablet. So even though I've been doing this since September, I'm still not a pro, and I still have challenges in the technical side of the house. So sorry for that. We'll try to get that taken care of. You got any comments or questions, put them in the comments section, especially if you got some knowledge in home builds. I appreciate that stuff. If you've never been to the Philippines and you're criticizing the way business is done here, you probably should just take a deep breath and maybe get yourself a passport and come over here and experience another culture, and you will see that things aren't quite the way that you think they are, or the way they are in the West. But I knew when I got into the YouTube business, I was opening myself up. So you know who I am. So comments or questions, put them in the comments section. If you are not yet subscribed and you like this kind of material, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. You'll be notified the next time that I put a video out. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Thanks again for joining, and hope to see you next time. Take care.